Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Mind Map. Today's topic of discussion is solid waste management. First of all, we will discuss about the introduction of the topic. Then we will discuss about types of solid waste management, issues with India's solid waste management, government initiatives for solid waste management, and lastly, way forward. First of all, let's discuss about the introduction of solid waste management. Solid waste management involves a comprehensive approach to dealing with solid waste from its inception to its final disposal. This includes collecting, transporting, processing, and disposing of all types of solid, non-liquid waste generated by residential, commercial, and institutional sources such as schools, hospitals, and government offices. Its critical role extends to protecting public health and maintaining environmental integrity, highlighting the importance of effective waste management practices. The practice of managing solid waste effectively involves various strategies such as minimizing waste as its source, recycling, composting, converting waste into energy, as well as utilizing landfills and incineration. Now let's discuss about types of solid waste management. The concept of solid waste management encompasses a variety of processes and strategies aimed at effectively dealing with waste materials produced by human activities. Key approaches within solid waste management include source reduction. Strategies such as utilizing reusable bags and containers, opting for minimally packaged goods, and minimizing food wastage help in reducing the amount of waste generated at the source. Recycling. This process entails the collection and processing of materials like paper, plastics, and metals from the waste stream, repurposing them into new products. Composting. This method allows for the biological breakdown of organic waste, transforming it into a valuable soil conditioner rich in nutrients. Waste to energy conversion. This approach harnesses waste materials as a resource to produce electricity or heat, effectively turning waste into a power source. Landfilling. The practice of disposing of waste by burying it in designated landfills remains prevalent for waste management. Incineration. By burning waste at high temperatures, incineration significantly reduces its volume and can simultaneously generate energy, offering a dual benefit. Now moving on to issues with India's solid waste management scenario. India accounts for roughly 18% of the world's population and 20% of global municipal waste generation. India generates 62 million tons of waste each year. About 43 million tons, that is 70%, are collected, of which about 12 million tons are treated and 31 million tons are dumped in landfill sites. With changing consumption patterns and rapid economic growth, it is estimated that urban municipal solid waste generation will increase to 165 million tons in 2030. Issues. First, poor implementation of rules. Most metro cities are littered with garbage bins that are either old, damaged, or insufficient in containing solid waste, a 2020 research paper pointed out. Urban local bodies are struggling to implement and sustain rules under the Solid Waste Management Rules 2016, such as the door-to-door collection of segregated waste. Studies show there are designated waste collection sites under the rules, but the implementation of rules and awareness remains low. Second is dumping sites proximity with slums. Most landfills and dumping sites are located on the peripheries of cities next to slums and settlement colonies. In Mumbai, some of the cheapest housing can be found near Deonar, which is on the verge of 256 slums and 13 resettlement colonies. The disproportionate burden of dog bites may also thus fall on people in urban slums. In 2021, 300 people living in Pune's Shivneri Nagar slum complained of stray dog bites in the area as per reports. Third is lack of data collection mechanism. India lacks time series data or panel data in connection with solid or liquid waste, making it difficult for private entities to understand the relationship between cost and benefits of the waste management policies and enter into the market. Fourth is government initiatives for solid waste management. Waste to Wealth portal. The Waste to Wealth mission is one of the 9 scientific missions of the Prime Minister's Science, Technology and Innovation Advisory Council. It aims to identify, develop and deploy technologies to treat waste to generate energy, recycle materials and extract resources of value. National Water Mission. It was launched with the objective of conservation of water, minimizing wastage and ensuring more equitable distribution both across and within states through integrated water resources development and management. Waste to Energy. A waste to energy or energy from waste plant converts municipal and industrial solid waste into electricity and or heat for industrial processing. Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016. It mandates the generators of plastic waste to take steps to minimize generation of plastic waste, prevent littering of plastic waste, and ensure segregated storage of waste at source, among other measures. Now lastly, moving on to way forward. First is informal workers. There is an urgent need to frame and implement a uniform waste picker welfare law that recognizes and integrates them into the waste management chain. It must include basic provisions related to mandatory identity cards, access to waste for collection, segregation and sorting, PPE to minimize occupational hazards, right to basic necessities like water, sanitation, and facilities for clean living and health insurance. Second is partnership. Government should establish partnerships with waste picker organizations, which is also mentioned in the SWM 2016 rules. There is a need to identify, organize, train, and empower the waste pickers. Third is treating waste as economic opportunity. Gasification of waste. Solid waste used as raw material for biogas plants. Fourth is recycle materials. Recycle at the segregation stage presents a good economic opportunity. Circular economy path adopted by India could bring in an annual benefit of 40 lakh crores. And extract resources of value. Processing of e-waste could enable extraction of precious metals such as copper, gold, aluminium, etc. Now is the time for practice question. First of all, prelims based question. As per the Solid Waste Management Rules 2016 in India, which one of the following statements is correct? Waste generator has to segregate waste into 5 categories. The rules are applicable to notified urban local bodies, notified towns and all industrial townships only. The rules provide for exact and elaborate criteria for the identification of sites for landfills and waste processing facilities. Or it is mandatory on the part of the waste generator that the waste generated in one district cannot be moved to another district. And now mains practice. What are the impediments in disposing of the huge quantities of discarded solid waste which are continuously being generated? How do we safely remove the toxic waste that have been accumulating in our habitable environment? So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.